Right guys, before we see this epic adventure over at Stanborough Park Lakes, I just wanted to let you know that over 75% of you that watch my films haven't clicked the subscribe button yet. By doing so, I will be able to bring you even more epic, valuable content totally for free. So hit that subscribe button and enjoy my film. Okay, here we are. Let's get into Stanborough Park now. Gosh, I remember walking down here in my bed chair. I used to park at my auntie's house and walk down here with my bed chair and everything. It was a right old hike. Loads of gear. Used to walk about a mile to get to the lake. Here we are. Hopefully I can get under this bridge. Should be able to, 2.1 metres. Yeah. We're under, thankfully. Right, over the bridge, which is locked. Splendid. Right, we park around here instead then. Right, let's park up. Go and see what swims are free, shall we? Lovely. Right. Well, there's no one in the peg, so I am very, very, very pleased. Now, I know that when you're fishing, you shouldn't make any preconceived ideas, but over here, the fish just live in this area. Now, I can't actually see out into the lake, so I don't know how much it's changed since I last came here, whether there are loads of buoys and stuff out there because it's a boating lake. But first things first, I've got in a peg that since I was a little boy has always been the best peg on the lake, regardless of weather. They just live in this boatyard. So we're in here. Let's go and get the kit. I've dropped my rods and that in the swim, so the swim is claimed. Need to go and get the rest of the gear now. Right, now the mad dash is over. Oh, first things first, I think I'm going to make myself a cup of tea when I get there. But yeah, well chuffed to got where I wanted to be. Like I said, I'm not sure what to expect when I get there, but it's a good start. I think that's everything. Just want to make sure I grab some legs because I'll be needing 4s, potentially even 5s today, just to make sure I can get where I want to get. Just grab a few out of here. Right, there we go. Let's go. The old van locked up. Okay, let's go. Don't know what I'd do without this old power barrow, I tell you. Such makes your life so much easier. Oh. Okay, we're through. As you can see, the rods are ready to go. It's not quite light enough yet to see where I'm casting, so just waiting for that old sun to get up and I'll get the rods out. Good morning to you. It's bright and early and I am down at Stanborough Park. The big rush was trying to get in the swim that I wanted, and I was successful. So I'm just sitting in here now, waiting for it just to get light enough that I can see the far bank, because I'm going to be trying to clip up to the far pontoons. So yeah, just waiting for it to get light really. Now, this is a lake that I used to fish as a kid. I used to come down here when I was like 10, 12 years old. I walked down here from my auntie's house, bed chair in hand, all the gear, little bit of an idea, not much. But I used to catch carp, and they were real nice ones as well. Caught a load of bream as well when I was here, but it's a wicked lake. I know it as the cracker factory. Many old school anglers would know it as a cracker factory. I'm getting old, but I'm not sure I'm old school yet. But yeah, that's when it was named, guessing because it had a load of crackers in it. And it's a busy old lake. You get loads of people walking round, joggers, cyclists, runners, dog walkers, all sorts. And yeah, I've got some mega memories of the place. So hopefully I'm going to catch a few. Still some lovely carp in here. It's just getting light enough to cast out. So I'm going to have a quick slurp of the coffee. Everything's prepared, all the bags are ready. So I just need to get the rods out now. I'm here for the day. Let's see what the day brings, shall we? Beautiful morning. The rods are out. Went out relatively easily. It's probably about 100 yards cast, maybe 110, something like that. That's just a guess, by the way. So put it right in the comments if you actually know how far it is, but that's a guess. Little bags dispatched, sort of towards them pontoons over there. And I've laid a little trap for a little resident robin. Not sure why it's out of focus, but it is slightly out of focus. See the little trap there? Don't know why it's out of focus. I'm gonna have to sort that out in a minute. But yeah, rods are out. It's lovely and warm. It's like 12 degrees. So let's see what today brings. I've just come for a little stroll. This is obviously the no fishing area, and of course it's where all the carp live. I bet there's hordes of them out there, absolutely hordes and herds. I'm going to come down here with a throwing stick shortly and just sprinkle some baits all around that sort of area where I'm fishing. I think get a little bit of food in there. There's a good head of carp in here, so just wandered up for a quick poo. Lovely. But yeah, I'm going to sprinkle a few baits, dot it all around that sort of area, and then get the rods back out, I think. Anyway, there's we swim over there. It's quite hairy over here, so when you do hook one, there's obviously things to contend with, which isn't ideal, but I'm guessing they do their utmost to not sort of stop you casting in this area. Sometimes you could see a few carp down here, especially in the summer. Can't see anything now, but just the old birds. Anyway, let's get back to the swim, get some bait out, hopefully catch a carp. This time, some bait and a throwing stick. Because like I just said, we put a little bit of bait in that area, so we'll start scattering a bit in there now. Luckily the wind's behind me as well, so it's quite easy to get them out there. Although, as always, seagulls. Lovely. Typical. Everywhere, aren't they? Have to dodge these around a little bit. Blooming things. Go on, you go down there. Now that's the sort of camo you want to be wearing if you want to stand out from the crowd. We've got one on. Just need to get it out now. One thing I always do when I'm fishing up against that sort of stuff is pick the rod up and literally leg it backwards up the bank. As you can see, my swim's over there and I'm up here. I think we're safe, which is good. Mega. Didn't take long. Okay, it's nearly close, but just got to be careful of that. There's a big floating pontoon to my left, which could be a bit of a pain. So I'm going to keep it in here, in this swim, I think, until I've got her in a bit closer. Okay, I think we're good. Back over the tree. It's a bit mad old fishing, but this is Stanborough. And for those that have fished Stanborough before, will know about all the buoys and about all the all the obstacles that have been here forever. Anyway, the fish is now kind of in safe territory, luckily. Just down in here close. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a nice one. Get in. Just slid straight into the net. That's how we like it. Nice. Let's have a little look. There we go. What a start.
Well, there we go. That is the result. My first fish of the day. A nice scaly one. While he's sulking in the net, I'm going to hopefully unhook him in the net, get the rod back out, and then we'll deal with him. Yes, what a great start. Well, that's a lovely start to the morning. Tommy Rossett has just popped down to do a few photos with Corda, and the rod rattled off just before he got here. And this is the result. Absolutely corking little mirror carp. And I've just lost one as well to a hook pull. He's pretty lively. Let's hold him up a little bit more. But yeah, that is a cracking start to the session.
and it's only the morning, so hopefully it's going to get better and better. Right, mate, let's get you back.
A few moments later.
I need more bank. Like I'm dancing.
The old Jimmy Moonwalk.
There we go. Go back to the swim. The up one. Might be there. Not sure. Have a pretty little limb by the looks of it. Turbocharged. I think it is on the other line actually. Big tangles, big Joey mangles. Yes, another lovely one. Big Joe mangle going on. Did you see that other line of it? Oh no. Problems. Big problems. Two in one net, mate. Yes, mate. He's an older fish, that common. He's only a worm, but he's one of the older ones. Tiny little pecks on him there. Nice. That'd do, wouldn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a very old worm.
Good work, lads. Well, that's a nice little brace. 3 fish in, I don't know, a couple of hours fishing. That'll do nicely. A lovely linear, a cricket back common, but it looks like an older one. It's not a stocky common, that one. Absolute crackers. And I had one fall off as well. So manic start at Stanborough. And I've got Mr. Rossiter here doing a few bits. Good old boy. Right. Let's take their photos before they get too angry.
Well, they can't all be pretty. Can we, fella? He's a bit gummy, this one. Bless it. He's very lively as well. But there you go. That's the result of a near double take. I had 2 in the net. Yeah, he's a right peculiar shape, that one. Bit of a character. Not the nicest carp in the world, but they all count, don't they? I'm going to show you a very, very pretty linear next. And it's about lunchtime now. And I'm catching a few, so hopefully this afternoon, generally over here, gets even more productive, and maybe we'll latch into one of the bigger ones. There's plenty of 20s, mid-20s. They actually got up to upper 30s, so you never know. Anyway, let's slip this one back. I'll show you that linear. Yeah. Well, look at him. Massive scales on this little chap. That is the carp of the day so far, I think. Beautiful, beautiful, dark little mirror. Hopefully there's going to be a few more to come. But yeah, very chuffed with that. Having a lovely time at Stanborough, and got plenty of the day to go. So we'll slip her back, see if we can get a couple more. Bit of a flop back. Oh. There you go. Right, little update. It is mid-morning now, about 11 o'clock, and to be honest, it's been a little bit mental since I first got here. I've had 3 fish and dropped one to a hook pull. My mate Tom's down here doing a few pictures for Corda, which has been nice because he's been able to get on the camera a little bit. But yeah, it's been a little bit mental so far. So it's about mid-morning now. I've got a couple of fish in the net to photograph, and then I'll get the rods back out and hopefully catch a few more. But yeah, hectic start to the day. Not many anglers on either, and it is epic weather. So I'm going to give the swim a little bit of a rest while we do some photographs, and then I will get the rods back out, hopefully. Maybe latch into a 20-pounder today, that'll be a target. But yeah, lovely to be back out. So I've been fishing since 2023. So yeah, going well so far. So this is the rig I've chosen to use over at Stanborough today. Now, I have fished here for a number of years, and I've quickly learnt on here that they prefer sort of slow sinking wafters or bottom baits far more than they do pop-ups. And by that I mean a pop-up off the deck. So this actually just sits off the weight of the hook, as you can see there. That's what the split shot is doing. Now, material wise, I'm just using a coated braid material. I forget what this one's called. Go on, tell me what it's called, Rosetta. Camo? It's like the camo. It's called camo, isn't it, I think?
K-A-M-O.
Yeah, camo. So it's the camo coated material. Been using it for a long time. Just forgot the name. But it features a stripped back section of the coating just to give it a little bit of movement. Behind that sort of kicker sleeve there is one of the hook clips, and that just enables me to change that hook really quickly when I get a fish. It's speed fishing today. This is probably not the tidiest of rigs that I may use on when fishing on campaigns and that sort of stuff, but it is speed fishing here at Stanborough, so I want to be swapping that hook nice and quickly, getting a new bag on, getting the rod back out. So it's working an absolute treat. They're reliable components as well. That's a size 6 wide gape X hook, and some strong coated braid, because there's a lot of structure out there. I'm picking the rod up, running backwards, and I don't want anything to part or give way. So yeah, very strong, reliable tactics. I'm just nicking a tiny bit of crumb to the end of that hook when I cast out. It's going down there, it doesn't tangle, and it's working. So yeah, that's the rig, just on a lead clip arrangement. Gonna get it back out. So here's one little tip that I've been using today. I'm doing little bags with just a little bit of crumb in, and I'm leaving a nice long fuse on the end. And the reason I do that is so, as you can see there, I can nick the hook point in the bottom of the fuse, wrap it around the back of the hair, and then back over the hook point. And all that does is prevent the hair tangling during flight, and yeah, just makes the rig ensure that there's no tangles and it's working dead efficiently. Pick of the bunch for today, this one. Beautiful mirror. Been really lucky with the standard of fish I've had today. I think this is the 4th. Had 5 bites, dropped one, and the old mate Nick's just dropped in to say hello as well. So yeah, having a lovely time at Stanborough, catching crackers. They're all really lively as well. Let's just hold him up for one more look, because it's a belter. There we go. Him. Calm down, mate. Look at that. Absolute corker. It just doesn't change over here. Every time I come here, once a year, it's just always the same. Love it. Let's give it a cracker him, Tom, isn't he? Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Well, we're just past lunchtime. Hopefully Tom's going to do one in a minute, because I haven't been able to fish that much so far. No, I'm only joking. I have been able to fish in a little bit, just with the one rod. I think we're up to 4 carp? 3 carp? 4 carp? 4 carp. I think I've had 4 carp so far, and we're not even going into prime time yet. Probably got another hour until it goes into the Stanborough witching hour, where it really seems to kick off, although it's been pretty kicking off all day, to be honest. So I'm going to get my second rod back out. We're just finishing up a few photos, and then yeah, I'm going to really concentrate on the angling for a few hours. But it's been pretty mad so far. Got some lovely carp, hopefully a few more to come.
Right, bait for this session. Well, quite simply, all I've been using is Pro Stim liver. This is a new CC Moore Pro Stim liver, and I've literally been putting 2 in a funnel web bag, and all I've been doing is just cramming them both up, because I want tiny little bags, because I'm casting sort of 110s, something like that. So I want tiny little bags to make sure that I can smash those bags long and that they can get there accurately. So yeah, that's literally been it. Pro Stim with a little pink hook bait. That's what's been doing the business. I have had a yellow one out there as well, but the pink one seems to keep going. Whether it's the colour, whether it's the spot, I don't know. But yeah, it's these pink bad boys here that seem to have been doing the business. Yeah, that's been the bait choice. Nothing too crazy, just boilies. Nice. A couple of lads over the other side look like they're packing up. I haven't seen any wet nets over there, unfortunately. That used to be the pick of the swims, that did, the old oak tree. But yeah, this one seems to have done the business today, which I'm very pleased with. It was worth getting up at silly o'clock this morning. We're just going into sort of 3:45 now. I've probably got an hour's worth of light left, which is normally the best time on here, but it seems to have gone a little bit quiet. But yeah, ain't over till the fat lady sings. Still got a chance of that 20, although I've had some absolute crackers today, so I'm pretty satisfied, to be honest. But yeah, let's see what the next hour brings. Right, one final cast. It's like being a kid again here, it really is. I remember back in the day I used to fish here. At this time in the evening, everything was just a complete rush as I tried to get rods back out. The rods were going off, I was getting bites. I was wanging out PVA bags as quick as possible before it got dark. I'm feeling like that a bit again, although the rods aren't ramping off as much. You know, I've had bites today, I've had 5 bites, which is great. But this time in the evening, I should be getting a bit of action. Although they're not jumping much, which they normally, well, they used to. But I don't know whether this was sitting wrong or what, but I've just very, very quickly tied up a new PVA bag. The hair was wrapped around the back of that, weirdly, which might not have helped. But sorry about my horrible fingers. I dropped a log on my thumb, which wasn't fun, and I got a big cut on the other one, hence the plaster. Rank, but there you go. Anyway, right, let's just get this out for the last. This will be my last cast of a very enjoyable day. It's going to go towards the old canoe again. Right, let's have a good one.
press on the button. Cool. Right. Let's get on the rest. No bait runner, fishing locked up. Okay. That's it. That's me lot. Well, I guess that is that. Game over. Unfortunately, the Stanborough witching hour didn't materialise. I've got a reel in now. It's like 5 o'clock. Got to get home for dinner and see the family. I could hold it a little bit longer, but to be honest, I'm satisfied. And sometimes in fishing, when you're satisfied, it's time to go home, innit? I've had a cracking day here at Stanborough. I will be back very, very soon, but as you can see, I'm using this torch to light me up a little bit. It is pitch black now. So yeah, it's time to reel those in, get myself back on the motorway. It's probably going to be a nightmare going on the M1, but yeah, I can leave home with a very, very smelly van, the sweet smell of carpy slime success that we all love. Well, we love on the way home anyway, and then we put it in the garage. But cracking session down at Stanborough. I'll be back.